So what's happening in our community? We have the 25th annual Pasadena Senior Talent Show, sponsored or hosted by the Pasadena Altadena Links Incorporated and the City of Pasadena.
Played a few bars of a melody and it sounded sweet to me. I thought I'd get up and take a look around, but my feet got in the way. Stumbled to the floor, she was right at the door. I could see her face, but how could it be? She ran away from me. My best friend's gone. I'm so all alone. I kinda miss you, Brandy. I'm so all alone.
He keeps watch all through each long and lonely night. He still finds the time to hear a child's first prayer, sing to a sinner call, and always find him there. I could have danced all night, I could have danced all night, and still I beg for more. I could have spread my wings, I could have loosened things I've never done before.
Pray not just for honors and prestige and wealth, but pray for a purpose to make life worth living.
Pasadena Altadena chapter of the Links. This year we're celebrating our 55th anniversary. We've been in the community doing service programs, civic programs, educational programs. And we implement all our programs under 5 facets. And this senior talent show is under one of our facets called National Trends and Services.
The other day I overheard her talking to a friend of hers. She said, you know what, I just got married. Her friend said, Lucy, you're 86, you just got married? Let me guess. I bet he's a young, good-looking guy, right? She said, nope. He's as old as the hills and as ugly as a horse. Her friend said, I get it. I bet he buys you diamonds and furs. He's a rich guy, right? No. Lucy said, nope. He hasn't got a penny to his name. Her friend said, Lucy, why would you want to marry a man like that? She said, I'll tell you. Because he can still drive at night.
And say to me this stroke of love for you.
We've had a great time here today. unbelievable talent, unbelievable performers, such as Janine Bernier, who's a comedian.
I use all kinds of beauty aids, all kinds of cosmetics, and I've experimented. You know, for a while, I used only organic cosmetics on my face. You know, the ones made out of fruits and vegetables with no preservatives added. One night, I put this strawberry moisturizer on my forehead, cucumber cream under my eyes, apricot nectar on my chin. When I got up the next morning, my face had spoiled. When they were advertising turtle oil as a cosmetic, and I tried that, despite the fact I had never seen a really good-looking turtle. But there were bad side effects from too much turtle oil. Some nights at a party with no warning at all, I would flip right over on my back. Obesity is quite a problem in America today. If you're wondering if some of it may be applying to you, there are a couple ways to check. When you go to the beach, do people gather around you because they're looking for shade? Okay. That's one clue. The other one is if your body measurements are beginning to match your Social Security number.
Than they did in the days gone by. And have you noticed the small print they are now using in the newspapers? We have a problem reading it without a magnifying glass. I've gotten a magnifying glass, but I'm putting this far away so I can read it. And there is just no use asking anyone to read aloud. Everyone speaks in such a low voice. I have a problem hearing them. I'm telling you, things are just not what they used to be. My name is Betty Jo Ford, and I started with the Lynx in 1996 with Harold Williams. He was the main musician at that time. We were both in the National Association of Negro Musicians. I played for the Lynx. When anyone would come and didn't have a accompanist, I would play. The band wasn't here then. I would play whatever they wanted. Some of them would call me and I rehearsed with them. But I played from Bach to rock, classical, in between, Christian, Catholic, Protestant, gospel, ragtime, showtime. I play it all.
Well, I call Pasadena my home away from home. I spend a lot of time here writing, and I do some work here, and it is like a small oasis of just, I don't know, cool bourgeoisie meets really rich people.
Oh, my favorite hotspots. One is Barney's Beanery because it's been here forever, and I love the food, and I love the drink.
Hi, my name is Jill Whelan from the Love Boat, and I'm here in front of the beautiful Regal Princess, and I love Pasadena. One of my favorite restaurants is in Old Town. and it's called Julien's, and it's spectacular. But Pasadena is one of the most beautiful cities in California, so I feel very lucky that I can visit it all the time.
We'll be right back with more Community Connection.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the Drug Facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the Drug Facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/Drug Facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Hello, we're group 4601 and we're watching the Royal Channel.
You might not know everyone in your community, but if you did, you'd see that people in recovery from mental and substance use disorders are all around. Reach out for support and begin your recovery journey. Join the Voices for Recovery. Strengthen families and communities.
For confidential information on mental and substance use disorders, including prevention and treatment referrals for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
What's happening in our community today is that MEMAH, okay, for short, we're hosting another event like we do every year in June, Get Healthy Pasadena 2018. Get Healthy Pasadena relates to the community by providing health screening for anyone that attend free of charge. We've been doing this since 2011, and this is our 8th year, and each year we try to improve on the year before.
That's really get educated on how you can better take care of yourself, and it's really important. If you didn't sign up for dentistry, do it. If you didn't sign up for pharmacists, do it, okay? If you don't know about the medication that you're taking and why you're taking it, you have the opportunity to do it, because most people just take medicine and that's it.
We've been at Pasadena City College since 2013. We started to impact Pasadena, but it fastly grew to Altadena, and then from Altadena, all the surrounding cities. So we have people come as far as El Monte, all the way to the valley. We didn't feel that we wanted to reach that far out to the community, but we don't want to turn anyone down, because it's important that people put their health first, and of all people, I know that.
Today at MEMAH, we're introducing some minimally invasive blood sampling. And basically what that means is an alternative to a traditional phlebotomy draw where somebody has to put a needle in your arm. We're introducing a device like this one, which is from a company called 7 Sense, and it can be simply placed on a shoulder, it can be placed on a forearm, or even on the low back of a child, and it very painlessly collects 100 microliters of blood. And that's not that much blood, and for most labs, that's not enough to do any kind of routine testing. But you know, at InSource, we're really focused on how our laboratory can do this analysis as accurate as the labs that use the high volume, and so we can do things like vitamin D, which is what we're doing here at the conference, but we can also do things like lipids and HbA1c for heart health and diabetes, and many other tests that we are developing and growing every day.
We are happy to be here to provide diabetes health education, prostate cancer screening, and colon cancer screening.
You might have a nerve disease that you will lose the sensation of your distal nerve, and you might end up with the ulcer of your foot, and you might have eye disease because the eye vessels have blockage and then bleed, and then in fact affect your visions, and you might have easily to have a gum and bone infections, and also here kidney disease.
We support the community in a couple of ways. We provide all screenings, no matter what level, free. For an example, one of the things we know we do that most health fairs and health screenings don't do, we provide ultrasound. And if you're insured, obviously it's going to cost you. If you don't have any insurance, it's probably impossible to get it because it's so expensive. Not only do we provide the ultrasound, but we look at certain screenings that you normally cannot get from any other institution unless you went to the hospital and demanded that type of screening.
So what we're doing today is performing ultrasounds. We're doing stroke screening, cardiac, carotid, and then we can look at the abdomen and some small parts. The importance of this is that you can circumvent major problems by finding small problems, or you get the all clear and you can rest at peace. And I don't mean eternally, I mean like you can go home and enjoy life. So for the community involvement, it's about being aware, participating, not only taking care of yourself physically, but then being an advocate for your family, for your friends, because sometimes you make the difference in someone's life by getting them out and saying, look, I had an ultrasound in my heart, or they found some stones in my abdomen, or there was a little mass that was removed from my kidney, it's benign, and now I want you to go in there and check. And there's a free event yearly, or you can go to your doctor and get a screening there. They can refer you. There are plenty of free and low-cost clinics if you don't have health insurance. The Ultrasound College, West Coast Ultrasound College, also has a low-cost clinic. You have to be referred, but you can get cardiac exams, carotids, all the things we're doing here.
I'm here at Get Healthy Pasadena to speak regarding heart disease and prevention of heart disease and being heart healthy. Heart disease is the #1 killer of Americans today. Every 20 seconds somebody has a heart attack, and about 250,000 people die every year of a heart attack before they ever reach a hospital. So it is public enemy #1, but is a preventable disease. If we make the right lifestyle choices and we make the right choices about treating chronic conditions like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes, which are the contributing factors for developing heart disease. We learned a lot today about the things that cause heart disease and the things that we can do as patients to make sure that we're doing the right things to lower our risk of future heart attacks. I think in the end, knowledge is power, and organizations like MEMAH really propel the patient to be their own advocate, and that's what's the most important in healthcare, is for the patient to take the greatest amount of responsibility for their own health and work together with their doctor to come up with a plan to lower their risk for heart disease and to be on the right medications and the right preventive strategies to prevent this terrible condition from occurring.
Kaiser Permanente is honored to co-present and be a part of Men Educating Men about health. This is our 3rd or 4th year of participating, and every year we try to educate both men and women in the community about important aspects about their health. For me, I'm a urologist, so this year I'll be speaking about urinary symptoms. We'll be talking about prostate cancer, bladder cancer. I'm going to spend a few minutes and talk about colon cancer as well. We believe heavily in prevention, and I think for our community, it's really good to be well informed and educated about these things.
So today at the Get Healthy Pasadena 2018 event, I did a Parkinson's discussion, basically introducing the idea of what is Parkinson's disease, how we treat it, what it means, and the importance of exercise in community. And I think it's really important to spread this message and promote awareness, because a person doesn't have to go through it alone, and they can actually really do much better with community awareness, with family support, with, just general awareness of it. I think people would just do better mentally and physically, knowing that it's out there. I would like the community to understand that Parkinson's is not a death sentence, and basically education is really important about it, and not to be afraid to ask questions and talk to your doctor. And also that exercise is really key to improving a patient's quality of life, a person's quality of life with Parkinson's.
I think one of the things that we would like to see the community do is to really start paying attention to why it's so important to take care of yourself. If someone offers you free screening, go. No matter where it is, what time it is, it should be your top priority. That's your livelihood. And if you want to live a long, successful life, then you got to start taking care of your body. What we at MEMAH recognize is that women are 20 years ahead of us. And we have a lot of catching up to do, and that is one of the reasons why MEMAH is pushing so hard to get more men involved. But we also realize with our advisory board, which is 80% women, we couldn't do it without them.
Pasadena is such a beautiful place. I've been here many, many times at the Pasadena Playhouse, which is doing incredible theater work, and I've been proud about that. And just looking at some of these floats, like ours is in the back of me now, you just pinch yourself.
There is a theater here. Of course, you have the Pasadena Playhouse. And there's another theater called the Fremont Center Theater. And that's in South Pasadena. And I did a play there. It was only supposed to be 6 weeks, ended up being 6 months. And it was called, what is it? Hold it, I'm blanking, National Pastime. We did it, and it was on Jackie Robinson's life. Jackie Robinson is from Pasadena. And so we went in and we did this, Jim Reynolds, Lisa Reynolds, did this play at their theater, and it was fantastic. So I loved coming out here to Pasadena to do the play. And at some point, I look forward to working in the Pasadena Playhouse.